Hello friends, welcome to Learn Positive with Pradeep Kumar. If you're watching my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe and click the bell icon. Today's subject is Manufacturing Process Unit 1 Foundry Technology Part 17. If you want to see the previous videos of this subject, please click the I button on the top of the video. It will show the playlist both in Tamil and English, both language, Tamil and English, and also other subject playlist also shown in the I button. Please see all the videos and don't forget to subscribe. Today topic is Coppola furnace. This is the diagram of the Coppola furnace given here. Coppola furnace is used for melting the cast iron. The construction of the Coppola furnace is given. So the Coppola furnace is a hollow cylindrical shell made of steel plates. It was shown in the diagram highlighted. It was made up of the steel shell and it is in its inner part is created by the refractory bricks and clays, fire clays. It is supported at the bottom by cast iron legs which are mounted in the concrete. The principal parts of the Coppola furnace as follows: wind box, tires, tap holes, slag holes, charging door and platform, spark arrestor. Here the wind box is used to blow the excess air to the Coppola furnace and tires are used to burn the coke by using the wind box, and tap holes are used to collect the molten metal, and slag holes are used to remove the slags formed by the flux, and then charging door and platform is used to charge the metal, coke and flux into the furnace. Spark arrestor is used to arrest the spark and dust created inside the furnace. Due to this, if the spark arrestor is not available there, the spark will get away and create a fire accident. So we will arrest the spark by using the spark arrestor. This is the image of Coppola furnace in the right hand side image, and this is the diagram shown symmetrical diagram of the Coppola furnace. You can see it is made up of a steel chamber, and inside of it has a refractory bricks and clay, fire clays, and the bottom stage is a cast iron legs, and it was fixed in a concrete. The ladder is used to go to the platform at the charging store, and the spark arrestor is at the top. And now we will see one by one. Wind box, it is provided to blow the air into the furnace. It is supplied air evenly to the tires. So there are three tires in this diagram. So the wind box is going to supply the excess air into the tires to give excess fire. So tires, it is the opening on the wall of the shell through which air is supplied to the coke bed for combustion. Tap holes, it is provided for taking out of the molten metal. It is closed by a clay plug. After the molten metal is formed, we will break the clay plug and collect the molten metal into a crucible. Slag holes. Slag hole, it is provided at the opposite side just above the tap hole to prevent slag from the running into the tires. So the slag hole is used to remove the slag form on the top surface of the molten metal. So charging door and platform, the charging door and platform is provided for charging metal and fuel into the furnace. Also the flux. The spark arrestor, it is a conical shaped part provided at the top of the Coppola furnace. It is used to catch the dust and to prevent fires. Working of the Coppola furnace, there were four parts of working in the Coppola furnace. First one is preparation, second one is firing, and the third one is charging, and the fourth one is melting. So these are the working process of the Coppola furnace. First one, preparation. So in the preparation zone, the Coppola furnace is cleaned by removing the slag and unwanted materials which were inside the Coppola furnace like ashes, sand and other materials, and damaged fire bricks are replaced by the new ones. So they will check regularly the fire bricks are damaged or not. If the fire bricks are damaged, it was removed periodically. And the next one is the damaged furnace refractory lining is patched and repaired. Without repairing, they won't use the furnace, because the furnace will get up to 1800 degrees Celsius. So we have to manage without any damage of the furnace. The bottom plate is fitted to create the sand bed and collect the to create the sand bed on it, and the sand bottom is made slope towards the tap holes to collect the molten metal. The copolo is dried thoroughly before firing, because if any water moisture is inside the furnace will not get heated. And the next one is firing. So in the firing zone, oil waste and wooden pieces are placed on the sand bottom and are fired. Air is supplied into the furnace through the tires for burning. The wind box is used to blow the excess air into the tires. The coke is charged and coke bed is allowed to burn. So the coke bed is formed above the tires and the charging station. After the coke bed is prepared ignited, the copolo is charged from the charging door. We are charging pig iron scrap and flux are charged into the furnace one by one. So the layer will be the metal, coke, metal and flux, coke, metal and flux. Like this we are going to charging the copolo furnace. The ratio of coke is if 10 kg of iron we are using to melt, means we are using 1 kg of coke, and the limestone we are adding for the flux to remove the slag. So the limestone will remove the impurities in the molten metal and create a slag. The ratio of the iron to the limestone is 25:1. So 25 kg of iron we are using to melt, we use the 1 kg of limestone. In metal, sorry to say this, for 1 kg of metal we are using 10 kg of coal, and for 1 kg of metal we are using 25 kg of limestones. For melting zone, in melting zone, after the copolo furnace is fully charged, air is supplied through the wind box and tires. Now the coke burns and melts the metal. Then the molten metal is begin to collect at the sand bed. At the top of the molten metal, the slag was formed. After getting the particular amount of molten metal, it is collected through the tap holes. Before that, the slag hole was opened and the slags are removed. After the slag was removed, the tap hole was removed and the clay plug in the tap hole was removed, and the molten metal is collected in a ladle or a crucible. These are the working principles, and the advantages of copolo furnace are: it is less floor space is sufficient to the copolo furnace, and the operational and maintenance is easy. It is simple in construction, and also it is initial cost is low. The furnace can be operated for too long time. So these are the advantages of copolo furnace. Friends, if you like this video, give a thumbs up, share with your friends, comment and subscribe. Thank you, friends.